Alright, Inspiration Wednesday after 2 weeks, and I'm still feeling like totally out of my groove. The only thing I know about Inspiration Wednesday today is I want to use this kind of Gandhi's Top 10 Fundamentals of Changing the World. So that's the only inspiration I have, that I want to write that somewhere on here. I think I'm just going to go in and start with the gesso, mainly because I have no flipping clue what I want to do today. So I'm just going to go in, gesso this whole sucker, and hopefully as I'm gessoing, some kind of bright idea comes to me. I'm having one of those days where I'm feeling like if I could just cross this off my list of things to do, I can start on something else. So my mind is not into it, but I want it to be into it. So maybe I'm just gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna take 3 colors I don't normally use from my paints here, and I'm just gonna drop them on my thing. I don't have an idea for anything. This is Permanent Violet Dark. What is this one? Cerulean Blue. And let's get another cool color. What do I got? Prussian blue. That might be a little too dark. Of course, let's just go cobalt teal. You know why? Because I can. And let's do some white in there too. Let's do some, when I say white, a lot of times I mean gesso. Okay, and that's what I got. And let's go with my hands. And I stabbed myself this morning, so fabulous. But this is what I'm going to do. This is what I've been doing on the canvas. Let's just not think about it. Let's just see what I get. So, end to end. Alright. Wipe it off my apron. And now it's going to the purple. Yeah, why? Because I can. Lord knows what this will be. Ugly, good, I don't care. Done. That's what I'm thinking. Done is better than beauty right now. I want to say that I could do it. Oh look, we'll just press this down over there. Who knows what we'll get. Alright, so I typed up that list that I printed. I found it on Pinterest. I'll put a link to it on Pinterest today. I typed that up onto a piece of like old vintage ledger paper right on my typewriter. And I kind of want to put it here. I might want it to fit. So I'm thinking I'm going to glue this down. Maybe I'll even tear this just a little bit more. I want it to kind of be close to that without tearing the numbers off. That's kind of good and uneven. And I want to cut this so it fits. So I'm going to glue that down. I'll probably use some gel medium. Get that out. Got my brush. Oh, that's too much. Too much. Back away. Alright, I'm just going to put that down. Of course, it has some white paint on it, so my gel medium might be turning white. End to end. Just kind of fit it in there. And then press it down. And then I think I'll go back with some sandpaper. And I'm going to go in with some sandpaper, this is just some hardware store block. It has no real good name, and I bought it so long ago, I don't know, but Lowe's. Alright, I went and I sprayed just a little bit of fixative on this because I think I want to gel medium over it. And I don't want the ink to run. That's a really good trick. Let me get it free. I used Crystal Coat, which is a new product by Helmar that you really can't get here, but Krylon Fixative will totally work. Just want to make sure this is kind of embedded into the page. So, and if I decide to put any paint on it, I don't want the paint to run or bleed the letters. So just going to go ahead and cover this all. And let it dry and then come back. And again, don't have any other idea. That was my idea that I had today. That's all I wanted on the page because I thought those were pertinent. So yeah, I'll be back. What if I just go in with like circle flowers? Just like putting a little bit on here. I made a mess of my palette. But I'm thinking like, alright, bear with me here. I want to just make a bunch of circles. So I'm going to go in with the white here and just be like, yay. now some black. I'm gonna take the end of a paintbrush and just do this. I am going to paint these stems black, and I have my stem stamp here. I'm just going to put some black on there. I probably need more black paint. Where did I put my bottle? This. I don't know if I'm loving this page, but at least it's forward motion. So I'm going to do that. So I'm thinking this is too like boom in your face. So I am going to take some airbrushing paint, which is like a whitewash, and I'm going to wash over this whole thing to dull it down just a little bit so it kind of becomes something in the background. I mean, I'm still winging this thing, so I want to do drippage up from the bottom. But I want to make it an opaque drippage, but I want it to be green gold by Golden, but it's really just a little too transparent. So I'm going to mix it with white over here. And maybe pick up a little bit more green. Oh, you can't see. Silly me. On my palette pad, which I've discovered I really do love, I'm just mixing with white so it's opaque. And now I'm going to spray a little bit of water into it, so it has that runny consistency, because the gesso is going to make it thick again. And I'm going to run the green down. Let's see if this works. So it should be the consistency loosely of skim milk. And I say that loosely because this is probably not as skim milky as it needs to be. And you should start to see it move as I take the paint off the edge of the brush here. I'm going to try to make it thicker over here. See if I can't get that to start moving on its own. Alright, so now I have that, and I'm going to take the spray bottle and just kind of spritz it so it starts to move even more. And then I'm going to kind of just hold that. I'm going to try, I mean, I'm okay that that one's going wonky, but I mean, I really don't want it to go too wonky, even though, you know, the book is turned. So maybe, do I need to go back down like this? Maybe I just need to dry it like that. I'm thinking I want to glue those down because I like the hole. Right there at the top. God, I love tags. So, yeah. If I were smart, this is what I would do. Get a piece of masking tape. Since I like that orientation, go like this. But, oh, or like that. Go like that. And then I can glue them all down at one time. Alright, so this is what I did. I put the tags down, I glued them down, and then because it's on the edge of my book, I threw it into the sewing machine and just went back and forth with a straight stitch to secure over them. I kind of like that. And then I'm thinking I want to distress the edges of this with a gray. And I'm going to go into weathered wood and see if I can't get like a nice gray distressed look to the edge of this. Because I like that gray so much, I'm thinking, why don't I go a last like round kind of drippage of gray over the flowers. I made a new mixture of gray. It's just heavy-bodied neutral gray paint and water in here in this precision tip bottle, which is awesome. And I think, yeah, never know how thick I make it when I do it. So my idea is to just take this and be able to drip it. And then I'll heat it. I like the gray. Hopefully. I've decided I think I might need some golden yellow India ink blobs, but I'm like down to the bottom of the barrel here, so God knows what will come out. But oh yeah, the blobs make me happy. I guess I have to put some on there and then dry it because I don't think I could turn the page. Alright, I'm going to dry this. I'll be back. Let's go crazy and stamp the date stamp, even though I know I wrote the date there. not on a tag. Like here, crazy I am. Didn't even work. All right, now I gotta get a pen. I gotta make that a 5. There you go. Yeah, so I am done today. It's still a little bit wet, but I'm done playing with it. So that's it for Inspiration Wednesday. I'm sorry I took 2 weeks off, but I promise you it was much needed. But enjoy this week's video, and I promise I'll be back next week. See you next week.